Very good morning to you from Seville.
The line there is always a bit controversial, I think. We'll talk about that later. Back to the start of the real race now, the final A.
The men's final, this one for the medals. In lane 1, Karash Aguilar of Cuba. In lane 2, Stanimir Atanasov of Bulgaria. In lane 3, Andreas Dittmer of Germany, as they get ready to start. In 4 is Stephen Giles of Canada. In 5, Maxim Opalev of Russia. In 6, Georgi Kolonics of Hungary. In 7, Roman Bunoz of Ukraine. Martin Doktor is in 8 for the Czech Republic. And in lane 9 is Dagmir Vinogadovs of Latvia.
So as we said before, the two main players in here, lanes 3 and 5 for my money. Can't write off the Canadian in 4, he's been 5th at the World Championships last year. The Hungarian, Kolonics, in lane 6, 3rd at the World Championships last year, but had a nightmare coming 7th in the European Championships July earlier this year. Maybe he's going to address that in this race.
From that camera angle, it looks as if the Cuban at the top of the screen in lane 1 has the lead, but we'll get a better idea. He's not too far off the pace, but we'll get a better idea as we pick up a more accurate camera angle. Going hard there, Martin Doktor in lane 8.
Yeah, it did look to be the Cuban and the Hungarian leading at the moment. Bulgaria in lane 2, Atanasov also well up there. You'd expect Dittmer to come through, the German, through the middle section of the race. And then Opalev, the Russian, my favourite for this one, with a big push over the last 200.
They've all got to beat Andreas Dittmer in lane 3. There he is, far right of your screen. Interesting to compare the two different styles of Dittmer, for example, in 3, very upright. Alongside him in 4, Stephen Giles, a much more exaggerated technique.
There's Kolonics, the Hungarian, wrist guard on there, probably fighting off an overuse injury or maybe just helping out with grip on the paddle. Very much leans forward, a lot of weight on the paddle, using his body weight to pull that paddle through the water.
At this stage, it looks as if the lead is with Stanimir Atanasov of Bulgaria, the European bronze medalist in lane 2. But you can see that the others are very much in touch with him. Andreas Dittmer in 3, alongside him Stephen Giles of Canada in lane 4. The numbers on the front of the boat indicate the lane where they started the race and obviously where they have to finish it. There's the Bulgarian, Stanimir Atanasov.
Currently leading. It's quite interesting, the boats on the far side of the course, lanes 1, 2, are quite well up relative to their qualifying position. Maybe the course is running a little bit fast on that side. I would have expected Andreas Dittmer to be coming through by now, and he hasn't. You can just see lane 5, Opalev there, the bow of his boat, but he's got a long way to make to come back. 200 to go.
And Stephen Giles of Canada leads the way, narrowly, but Andreas Dittmer alongside him to Giles's left is closing all the time. There's Giles, the Canadian, 5th at last year's World Championships at Poznan in Poland, and he's upped his stroke rate now, aware, glancing out of the corner of his eye, that Dittmer is close to him.
And here comes Opalev in lane 5, my favourite from the start. I've got my fingers crossed for him, but Dittmer's leading at the moment.
Andreas Dittmer has surged ahead of Stephen Giles, the Olympic champion, the world champion, the European champion, looking to add another world gold to his impressive collection. But Opalev, the Russian, is matching him stroke for stroke. Dittmer is going to take it, just. Opalev takes the silver, and Stephen Giles, who is leading over the final third for most of the way, takes the bronze. But it's Dittmer of Germany who takes the gold medal, and he's enjoying the celebrations.